recording? We're recording? And now, we're streaming. W. We're streaming, chat. We're streaming. Hold on. W. W's in the shot, bro. Okay, why am I saying bro? Alright. Chat, I dead ass feel like such a fatty right now. I literally ate dinner like maybe 6 minutes ago. So, don't judge me if I look extra bloated, okay? I swear to God. If anybody says that shit, you're getting banned. I swear to God. On everything I love. My bitrate's going down because fucking Minecraft's loading up. Motherfucker. Oh my God. Brother, oh brother, what are we doing? Alright. Loading up Java. Let's go. I'm something of a chef, chat. I'm something of a chef. Oh, wow. That's very loud. Okay. You can't hear me, right? Yes. Okay. Please load up naturally, or maybe not. Stream, but I'm actually locked. Let's join it. Huge! We are here. Right where I left off. Okay. Oh, and it's already up on stream. W! Holy shit. Chat. Holy money moves right now. Alright. So, I know y'all weren't here last time. But, we ended last stream just trying to get a singular ounce of copper. Because I'm going to need a lot of it later on. And I ended last stream by getting 20 copper. Huge money moves there. Considering I need... Whoa, what the hell? Emerald for why? W2 creepers. Okay. Why the fuck didn't that work? Okay. W emeralds. Okay. There's always a fucking skeleton, chat. Even in fucking the nether, dude. God damn it, dude. How fucking hard is it to find copper anymore? Thought it's always so goddamn abundant when you... Yeah, brother, I don't do that. Yeah, Frapper, you sound exactly like the kind of person that would be handing out scams, brother. Oh. Damn, bro. Y'all keep fighting, huh? Alright. You guys enjoy your time. Oh! You did not. Bitch, I'm... Oh my God. Fuck you. Whatever. Anyway, W stream. Literally just started. We'll probably do some forensic files in like 20 minutes, honestly. Who the fuck is sniping me from that far? Oh, fuck me. Okay. I forgot how tall it was. Okay. But anyway, just as a recap for everybody, how is the skeleton like sniping me like this? Alright. I really don't care anymore. He's not gonna hit. Anyway. That's not enough. I don't even have a fucking stack. And one stack of copper gets me like jack shit. for resources, for blocks. So, you know, it's fine. It's so fine. Alright. Watch me get shot off by a fucking skeleton again. Oh my god, there ain't shit here. Alright. I guess there's water all the way down. Yep. Just kind of survey the area here. There's copper over there. Good. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so last time, of course, there's the fucking warden shit down there. I can't escape it. I just need to go somewhere else to mine. God damn. I guess I did get a bunch of diamonds last time, so I'm on a good pause from needing to go and actually get diamonds and shit. Oh, okay. Yep, lovely. All right. Oh, yep, love it. I love it. And I love it, and I love it. Okay. Okay. There's copper, like, right in the middle here. Yep. W, no torches. Fuck's sake. Alright. Shit, maybe I'll just put forensic files on right now. Kind of seems like that's where we're going. Because I'm basically just going to be mining all stream. Well, not all stream, but like most is kind of the plan. Because I'm really only going to be here for maybe another... Okay, let me... What the fuck is happening? Let me get my shit together real quick here. Nobody saw that I hit him with a fucking pickaxe. Please don't. Please don't say anything about that. Okay. Because I just need a lot of copper for this idea of a building that I have. And the current idea requires a lot of copper. So I just need to mine a shitload and try not to get distracted. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? You saw it? Oh, okay, alright. How long have you been here sitting in silence? Or sitting without talking? What the fuck was that sound, by the way? Anybody else hear that? Or no? Or am I just fucking crazy? Mm-hmm. I panicked? Like 3 minutes. Okay. Okay. W stream searching for copper. That's really all this is going to be. But anyway. How are you, Sammy? I know I talked to you like literally minutes ago, but I feel like I have to ask every time just in case it changed. This is a bad idea. It's fine. Okay. This might be just fantastic. Did you go and check the chat? Was it actually? I'm so great. I feel kind of fat because I literally just ate. But other than that, I'm so good. Okay. Okay, this is definitely gonna get me killed. Okay, wait. I have torches down. So I've already been there. So it's fine. I did finish the pasta. I ate I ate all of that. I ate every last bit of it. I'm gonna get holy fatty in the chat. Holy fatty in the chat. You know. Oh. What? I don't have time for breakfast. Okay. Then you can say that I'm like a weekend fatty. Because I eat breakfast on the weekends sometimes. Boo! Oh my god, no way. No way this is boo-worthy behavior. Go get him! Go get him! W! This is my favorite thing to do ever. Let's make them fight each other. Okay. Okay. Yep. How are they both not dead? Okay. Okay. Now, I can get my fucking copper in peace. Thank you so much. Anyway. Oh shit, it is getting dark as fuck, isn't it? I need to look at my own face cam more often. Jesus, now it's super bright. Fuck me. Alright. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, so, there's nobody here. It's nobody's watching the fucking VOD. I can say some names. I don't even remember her name. But yeah, it's super quick and simple, but like, yeah, I was walking out. I noticed that it was a woman in front of me, right? So I'm just kind of like, whatever. I go as normal, naturally. But I did notice, kind of. And then she went forward, allegedly went slightly fast enough to go through the first door so that, like, by the time it fully closed, I had just gotten to the door. Which, by door standards, is pretty normal. I mean, like, let's be real. If you, you know, open the door for yourself and then accidentally it ends up closing right at the same time as the next person, I'd say that's, like, pretty normal. But she said she looked behind her, saw that I was there, and said, "Oh, sorry." And I went, "It's okay, you're good." And then it kept going. Really strange behavior, considering I know what kind of person you are, you know. But I don't know. It's weird, chat. That hoe, dead ass. She couldn't resist. I'm kidding. What? Holy ego. Sorry. She couldn't resist me when I'm just gonna continue. When I looked so disgustingly sweaty in my shitty Iowa State shirt. She was being nice to me for that reason. She's got to lower her standards. Don't exactly that. Don't you dare. I did have a crazy arm pump though, so come on. Maybe it was that. You know, perchance. Oh my god. The face-off of the century. The spider's third-partying. Okay, I can't. Okay, so you brought my standards up and then shot them right back down. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Or not my standards, my ego. No, but genuinely, yeah. No, it was definitely something like that. I'm out of her league. Right, right. Right, okay. Certainly in terms of character, sure. Holy. Alright. Why do hold on, pause. On my other fucking computer, I got Teams messages. Fuck off. Gladys Scott. Who the fuck? Fuck you. Sorry. Sorry, chat. Gladys really wanted to chat on Teams. Gladys wanted to download spyware on my laptop. Yes. Poor Gladys. Gladys is a robot. What the fuck? It's not even night out. Oh my god. Alright. Oh man. W eating rotten flesh. I mean, come on. Oh, huge. Okay. But anyway, I said at the beginning of stream that I'd probably start Forensic Files around 20 minutes in. Just as a benchmark for, you know, introductions and such. But just to establish that most of this stream, this video, however the hell you're watching this, is going to be me mining copper. And maybe quartz too, I don't know. Okay, and getting fought by skeletons the whole fucking time. Like, just genuinely killing me. Oh, W. Did you say, bro, shoot right over my head? Holy idiot. There's another fucking skeleton, I can hear him. There's another one, I can hear him. Fuck's sake. Oh, W! Okay. Alright. In the meantime, Sammy, do you have any suggestions? Anything that comes to mind or that you want to hear? I will put something on the next time that I feel like it works time-wise. Or in, like, you know, 2 minutes. Wowzers. Okay. Any copper to be seen, chat? Fuck me. There's nothing. Who knew? It was such a difficult resource to find. I got nearly 4 stacks of it. Still not good. Beaten by a hair. Okay, okay. This probably just leads straight back to that tunnel. Oh, or just nowhere. Okay, yep. For sure. For sure, chat. For sure. What am I doing? Oh my god. Oh, and Sammy, I had an idea about the garden center or whatever we're calling it, the Bee Botanical Garden, the BBG, the baby girl, hold on, wait, the whatever. I was thinking we could make or I could make copper golems, just like run around it with like flowers in their hands. I'll figure out some kind of way to make that happen, so that they could be like the workers of the garden or something. I've like seen videos where it's like how to make them just like act like they're doing things. So I think if I just fill a chest with um like flowers, they will like pick up the flowers, and then like I think the idea would just be that I transport them across the garden, just so it appears like they're walking around it doing whatever it is that they need to do. But they're really cute too, so it'll just be perfect with the bees and everything. I got so many ideas. I got so many. It's just a matter of if they'll work or not. Trust, my brain can come up with shit. I just need to be given an outlet, you know. This is a very ambitious idea. I'm aware, but um, you know. Oh shit, we are okay. 3 creepers right in front of my eyes. 4 now. What? 5, 6. Holy fuck. 7. What is wrong with the mob spawning in Minecraft anymore? I swear to God, it's like all the time shit spawns. No matter if it's day or fucking night, there are 7 skeletons and 8 creepers always right on you. Every single fucking time. Okay, we're going here next. Chat, I don't know how to mark this area, but we're going here next, because that's a big-ass cave with probably a lot of copper in it. Hopefully. But I do want to go home so that I have a safe spot to set up forensic files. W. Also, I was thinking about putting it right here. Kind of. This big open area. Or kind of right on this thing here. Either kind of right here, or down in this like valley thing right by the Sammy biome. I think that could look cool. Dude, look at all the... Either would be cool. You think the second option? I can do that. Hell yeah. I am out of food. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me... Holy shit, dude. Okay. We're going to sleep, and then we're going to set up forensic files, and then we're going to go back to mining copper. And then maybe we'll start on the foundation. Maybe. Just so we get a feel for how big it's going to be. Okay. Which one are we looking for? Beaten by a hair. Okay. Are they making new ones? I always get a suggestion for Forensic Files 2025 new episodes. Oh, damn. That sucks. That is a shame.
We are gardeners.
You can't have it without the... You can't have it without the fucking narrator.
Imagine never brushing your retainer again.
Don't worry, Chad. I got y'all. You don't have to worry about brushing your retainers or whatever.
Early Monday morning, on October 19, 1992, 23-year-old Laura Hoteling was seen leaving her Bethesda, Maryland home, walking to the train station on her way to work.
Is volume good?
She never arrived. A clue to her disappearance was a peculiar strand of hair found in her hairbrush.
Cool, cool. Wait, say what?
Found a clue to her disappearance was a peculiar strand of hair found in her hairbrush.
My fat ass eating over the goddamn story. I can't do this. It's so funny every time to me. I don't know why.
Laura Hoteling was an ambitious young
IRL.
woman with a
Are
bright
you eating
future.
right now?
She had recently graduated from Harvard University and had moved back home with her mother, Penny.
Oh,
Laura worked for a public relations firm in Washington, D.C. and was contemplating law school.
Flag is up, and
W
away they
Bugle.
go.
On
Or
the Saturday
something.
before she disappeared,
Oh,
Laura attended the Gold Cup steeplechase horse races in Virginia.
2 seconds.
When Laura didn't show up for work, a co-worker called the house, but there was no answer. Laura's mother was out of town on a business trip. Next, Laura's brother Warren was called. He lived nearby. When he arrived at the house, he found that the back door was unlocked, but there was nothing missing inside.
As time went on, nobody had heard from Laura, and this was just totally out of character for her.
Right.
We checked her bank account, credit cards, checking account. There was nothing there where she had withdrawn money that she would have needed to survive somewhere else.
Flyers with Laura's photograph were distributed at the train station in the hope that someone might have seen her. Police also searched the walk-in between the train station and Laura's home, looking for possible clues, but found nothing. When detectives searched Laura's bedroom, they noticed that a fitted sheet and mattress pad were missing from her bed. Laura's mother said that Laura always made her bed before leaving for work. 4 days after Laura Hoteling disappeared, investigators made a grim discovery in the woods near Laura's home.
Oh, shit.
At the base of a tree, they found a bloody pillow and pillowcase.
Immediately, I recognized the pattern on the pillowcase was identical to what I had remembered had been on Laura Hoteling's bed a few days earlier.
The blood on the pillowcase was type A, Laura's blood type. A police bloodhound named Sherlock was given some of Laura's clothing to establish her
W.
scent.
Sherlock.
When
Sherlock.
Sherlock was released from his cage, he went directly to the tree where police had found the bloody pillowcase. The bloodhound followed the scent through a church parking lot.
Wait, chat.
A residential area.
2 seconds.
And
We gotta see Sherlock. We gotta see. Oh, W. Sherlock.
the police bloodhound was type A. Was given some
Look
of
at him.
Laura's
Oh my god, he's so cute.
clothing
Wait.
to est-
He's one of those
Police
big
blood.
floppy dogs, bro. Hold on. I can't possibly get copyrighted for showing a dog, right? Don't ever overestimate YouTube. Look at him. He's so cute. Big slobbery ass dog. Honestly, I wouldn't like that in person, but we can appreciate him for the episode. W. Sherlock. Okay, are we done? Let's go back.
Hound named Sherlock was given some of Laura's clothing to establish her scent. When Sherlock was released from his cage, he went directly to the tree where police had found the bloody pillowcase. The bloodhound followed the scent through a church parking lot,
Yeah,
through
screen dog.
a residential area, and straight to the back door of Laura Hotling's home.
Are you playing Pokemon? W. Patience. Fuck! What else? Oh, that's sick. That's sick. I don't know how you expected me to guess that, but that's great. That's awesome.
Dog had a very strong track and actually ran the distance, which indicated
Is it working? Have you caught any?
to us that he was very, very definitely on the scent of Laura Hodling.
Whimsy maxing.
Police suspected
You gotta.
foul play.
That's what this
but
whole summer is
they
about
had
for
no
us.
suspects.
We spoke to everyone that we could that
While everybody else is misery
had
maxing,
seen Laura or
we are whimsy maxing. We're happiness maxing. We're whimsy maxing. We're money maxing. You're money maxing. I'm just,
knew
working.
Laura within the last year or two.
What?
And no one could give us any reason for anyone to want to
Life
do any harm to
maxing.
her, have any harm to come to her.
Genuinely.
But police wondered why the bloodhound tracked Laura's scent to her back door when she was seen leaving the front door of her home on the morning she disappeared.
Never doubt Sherlock, chat. Never doubt Sherlock.
Police suspected foul play in the disappearance of 23-year-old Laura Hoteling.
We are genuinely
when a
life
bloody
maxing.
pillow from Laura's bedroom was found in the woods near her home.
This is what a summer should be.
To find out whether the blood on the pillow belonged to Laura, blood samples were taken from Laura's mother, Penny, and her brother, Warren. Using a DNA test called Restriction Fragment Length Polymorphism, or RFLP,
W.
scientists concluded that the blood came from a biological offspring of Laura's mother, Penny, and was that of a biological sibling of Laura's brother, Warren. The blood
Therefore,
on the pillow
Laura's?
was that of Laura Hoteling.
Yeah.
Next, scientists used another illuminating test on the mattress to look for blood that may have been cleaned up with water or detergents. Luminol is a chemical compound that reacts with the hemoglobin component in blood, causing it to glow in the dark.
And it works with very
hemoglobin
minute traces.
mentioned.
And once this begins to glow, you can
I
get
know
a
too
pretty
much
good
about
idea of what
hemoglobin,
the
chat.
pattern of the blood flow was on a
Never
particular
thought I
area.
would.
This demonstration shows a carpet with a visible blood stain, and next to it, an invisible blood stain that has been cleaned with water and detergent. The tiles with X's are targets used as reference points in the dark. When the luminol is sprayed, within seconds, the invisible blood stains glow. After luminol
Does
was
it light
sprayed
up like
on
a
Laura's
Christmas tree?
mattress,
Does it light up like a
an
Christmas tree?
invisible blood pattern
Hold on.
emerged.
The
Hold
left
chat.
side of the mattress was giving us no response at all.
Okay.
But when we started spraying the right side of the mattress, we were seeing areas of very intense luminescence.
Okay.
And this
Okay.
proceeded from the headboard all the way down to the foot of the mattress.
Okay. Wait.
Next,
There's still time.
forensic
Oh, shit.
scientists examined
That's
the
okay.
hairbrush
That was okay.
found on Laura's dresser. They
To Leo,
Oh, no.
stopping to buy one, get one
Shut up.
means losing
I got you, chat. I got you.
30 hairs, presumably Laura's hairs. They were all microscopically similar, except one.
So I was scanning through several of the hairs that I recovered from the brush, and all of a sudden one that I looked at, I realized was not a human hair. It, in fact, was synthetic fiber.
What?
The fiber was identified as a strand of artificial hair from a wig. Penny Hogan
No
told
shot someone
police
with a
that her daughter
weave
never
killed
wore
Laura.
a wig and had never owned one.
So now that put greater value on this particular piece of evidence.
Oh, no.
Why was a wig fiber in that hairbrush sitting on the dresser from her bedroom?
Forensic
Laura, who'd you
examiner
piss off,
Susan
bro?
Ballou also examined the bloody pillowcase found
Oh,
in
no.
the woods. She noticed blood stains that looked like the impression of a knife which had been wiped on the pillowcase.
Uh-huh.
And another blood stain on the pillowcase was different than the rest.
The ridges that I was seeing was different from the weave of the fabric of the pillowcase. There were enough that was consistent with what I was familiar with leaving an impression behind.
It appeared to be some sort of print. But lifting a print from a fabric is difficult.
Yep.
For a closer look, scientists used a protein stain called amido black. Next,
I know
a
all
wash
about that.
solution was applied, followed by distilled water. When the print on the pillowcase was enhanced by the amido black stain, it was identified as a partial thumbprint.
What?
We
Ah!
then sat down with the family, with Laura's brother
Okay.
and,
Yep,
and
my
the
bad,
mother,
sorry.
and
That was unnecessary.
explained to her that
That's my
we
bad.
felt that Laura possibly may have been murdered in the bedroom based on the amount of blood, based on the circumstances.
Possibly, brother, possibly. Are we dead ass?
Bedroom based on the or possibly may her that we felt that Laura possibly or that we felt that Laura had been murdered in or possibly
Brother,
may have been
brother,
murdered
I
in
think
the
she was.
bedroom based on the
What?
amount of blood and
What
based on
could
the
have possibly
circumstances.
happened where she wasn't
10 days
murdered?
after 24-year-old Laura Hoagland disappeared from her Bethesda home, her family tells reporters they believe they know what happened to her.
She was first considered to be a missing person, but now the high-tech equipment that is now available to the police
Is this
have
Hillary
shown
Clinton?
that she died
No.
here.
Okay, sorry. This woman sounded a
Police
lot
now
like her.
had
Okay.
solid evidence that might lead them to the murderer. Although police suspected that Laura Hoagland had been murdered in her bedroom, they were unable to find her body and had no solid leads. Laura's brother Warren told police of an incident he had with a part-time gardener who worked at his mother's home, Haddon Clark. The night after Laura disappeared, his
Oops.
home, Haddon Clark.
A man.
The night after Laura disappeared, Warren was outside his mother's home and saw Haddon Clark driving through the neighborhood.
What kind of name is Haddon?
When he attempted to speak with Clark to ask him if he had seen Laura, Clark sped away.
What a dumbass.
40-year-old Haddon Clark was known to police because of a past arrest for burglary.
Oh, nah.
A few years earlier, Clark had also been a suspect in the investigation of a missing young girl, a case that has never been solved.
Okay.
Clark
Wait,
was
oh,
born
wait,
with
who's
brain
fine?
damage
Oh,
and had difficulty throughout his life.
Oh my
He trained as
God.
a chef, but had difficulty keeping jobs. He
How
was
fun.
currently working as a gardener and
Dude.
other odd jobs.
He was at one time in the United States
That's
Navy,
so
and he was discharged and diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic.
Oh,
Clark was
hold
basically
on.
homeless.
Sorry, chat. Oh, don't watch me type this out. Biggest pet peeve? I don't know if you're still if anybody's still listening. Biggest pet peeve is when people say schizophrenic. Schizophrenic? Guys, are we dead ass? Okay. Sorry. I'm just
Working as a gardener and other odd jobs.
He was at one time in the United States Navy, and he was discharged and diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah, brother. You're cooked. Schizophrenic. Schizophrenic. There's an E. Sorry. I'm just, I'm just fucking... I can't spell when it matters. And, but I can always catch when somebody says something just slightly wrong enough that makes me angry. Alzheimer's. I've heard people say it where it's like, they say like Alzheimer's. It sounds like people are saying Alzheimer's. And I'm kind of like sitting there like, that's one that I don't really know. Is that how you say it? Oh, you say Alzheimer's? Because I don't say it that way. I hear people say Alzheimer's and I'm like, there's no fucking T, chat. There's no fucking T. Okay. Yeah. Alzheimer's. Not Alzheimer's. Are you fucking stupid? All the timers in the room? Are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? Are you dumbass? Oh my god. Jesus. Alright. Genuinely stupid. Who was it? Sammy, it was for the BME. it was for the BME presentation where they were talking about it. And they just kept saying all-timers, and I'm just like, y'all gotta shut the fuck up. This is so stupid. Like, I genuinely could not keep it together. Every time they said all-timers, I was like, that's gotta be wrong. That's gotta be wrong. Yes. I don't remember who it was, but I was literally like in my own head going, why are they saying it like that? That makes no fucking sense. Oh my god. Dude. Sorry to go on that tangent again, but like, holy shit.
At one time in the United States Navy, and he was discharged and diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic.
Clark was basically homeless, often sleeping in the back of his truck, which he parked in a church parking lot not far from the woods where the bloody pillow had been found. Clark got into an argument with Penny Hodling just 1 week before Laura disappeared over some tools Penny said were missing from her tool shed.
Oh, fuck.
The Hodlings also kept a spare house key in the shed.
Fuck!
When police researched Clark's financial records, they learned that he had purchased duct tape, braided rope, and nylon cord several days before Laura's disappearance, and
that's what's
going to
get him caught, huh? The nylon cord.
Check. Investigators were alarmed with what they saw written in the memo section. One word: Laura.
What?
On
wait.
Clark purchased a queen.
What did bro say? What did bro do?
Saw written with a several days. Purchased duct tape. Searched Clark's financial records. They learned that he had purchased duct tape, braided rope, and nylon cord several days before Laura's disappearance, and paid for the items with a personal check. Investigators were alarmed with what they saw written in the memo section. One word: Laura.
Is bro a dumbass? Is bro a dumb? Did they not think that they would find that check? Brother literally signed his own fucking letter to go to jail. Like, literally. Laura, bro's so petty. Oh my god.
The day Laura disappeared, Clark
what the fuck?
What the fuck? Department store. Besides, it was too large for the mattress in the back of his truck.
Oh yes, obviously a present
size
for her.
As Laura's mattress.
I mean, you know.
From Clark's financial records.
Me when somebody gives me a nylon rope. Oh my god, you shouldn't have. Oh my god, this is the best gift I've ever received.
Police also learned
are we dead
a storage locker in Warwick, Rhode Island, 450 miles away. An employee at the storage unit told police that Clark visited his storage locker 2 days after Laura disappeared.
Oh my god, nylon rope! I love it!
The warrant, police searched Clark's storage unit and discovered a secret side of Haddon Clark's life.
He had falsies that he would place into bras. Apparently, he had bras. He had dresses. He had
Holy Hannibal Lecter mentioned.
Female shoes. He had female coats. He had wigs. Everything that he could wear and look like a female.
How did you know? How did you
Was
know?
it possible that the individual seen leaving the Hotelings' home on the morning
No
of Laura's
way.
disappearance wasn't Laura at all, but
What
was
is-
in fact
Wait, what is that
Haddon Clark,
emoji?
dressed
What? Wait, why am I tripping? What the hell is that emoji? It looks so weird on my computer chat. Hold on. Oh, it's the eye one. Whoa. It does not come up like that on my computer. That's so weird. Oh well. Oh. I'll just
as
keep it
Laura.
open on my fucking
Penny
phone
Hoagland
too.
told
That's
police
what the hell.
something about Laura's attire that they hadn't heard before.
Laura never, ever wear slacks. Laura's a tall girl, and she would wear skirts or a dress. She didn't want to accentuate her height by wearing slacks. So she never wore slacks. Didn't own a pair of slacks.
Hold on, I got you.
Fibers from all of the wigs in Clark's storage locker were
Pause, chat. Okay. Tall girl hate. Genuinely. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, what the fuck? It's... Why is it not fucking focusing? Okay. It's literally just like a white circle with some lines in it. I'm gonna send it to you separately. This is fucking bullshit. Alright. It's cause my... It's not you. It's, Yeah, it's so weird. It's just like a circle with some edges on it or some shit. Yeah, tall girl hate. We don't do that here, chat. We don't do that here. Sorry to disappoint. But if you were disappointed by that, you should get the fuck out, or, you know, really rethink your life values. Not tolerated here. You will be banned. This is a community of people that are quite accepting. Two people, unless you're a dick. If you're a dick, then anything is fair game about you. I don't care. I really don't care. If you're a bad person, you bet your ass. All right. Sorry. That might be too far, but that's how I feel. Are there torches over there? Is that a torch or is that lava? I feel like surely I would have... Oh, it's real. Good. Oh, awesome. All right. Okay, pause. We're going back to Forensic Files, chat. Hold on.
were compared to the wig fiber found on Laura's hairbrush.
It was very easy to remove some of these wigs as being the
Dead
contributor
ass.
just from color. Very blonde or other colors were not a possibility.
He
since we
killed
were dealing
Laura
with the
and then
brown
had to comb his
tone
fucking
as
hair
far
out.
as the dye goes for this wig fiber.
Are we dead
Then
ass?
doing microscopic exam narrowed it down to one particular wig that was
Brother.
identical in all respects to this particular fiber.
Haddon Clark's wig and the fiber from Laura's hairbrush from her bedroom were sent to the Trace Evidence Unit at the FBI laboratory in Washington, D.C. In their analysis, they
Slaying
used what is
while
called
slaying.
a microspectrophotometer,
No way, that's a bar.
an
That's a
instrument
bar.
that can
Holy
discern
shit.
between the 7,000
I didn't
commercial
even think of
dyes
that.
used in the United
Oh my
States.
god.
Cover your hands.
W Sammy in the
It's
chat.
the risk.
That's
Find
crazy.
solutions here and get products now. Call, click
Get Sammy in the
Grainger.com,
fucking
or
booth
just
right
stop
now.
by.
Spitting
Sorry
bars
to
and
interrupt,
shit.
but this is important. The shooter who murdered my sweet little Daniel brought a highly lethal weapon with him to my son's first grade classroom at Sandy Hook Elementary.
Dude,
In
Sammy, I
approximately
know you
4
can
minutes,
rap
he
so
shot
good, and you're just keeping
154
it a
bullets,
secret.
killing 20 children and 6 educators. Now, Congress is working on solutions to prevent school shootings. The kind of legislation
Are you
that
still
might
out
have
getting
saved my
fireflies?
sweet son Daniel from being murdered. We need your voice with us.
Okay.
to help us ramp up the pressure on Congress and keep kids.
I can't fucking
He
focus. I'm sorry.
takes a beam of light and runs it through an object such as a fiber.
There's
And it
nothing wrong
measures
with
the
that. I'm
amount
just
of light that's
asking.
lost
I'm just asking.
as it passes through that fiber. Light is lost at different wavelengths, wavelength relating to color. So a dark brown fiber will absorb more light than a light brown fiber.
Man.
and
As
will
I was
absorb
saying,
different
I know Sammy
colors
can
of
rap.
light
She's just
than,
keeping
say,
it
a
a
light blue
secret.
fiber. So we
She's
simply
dead
measure
ass.
those
The
differences
next Snoop Dogg, I swear
and
to
then
God.
plot that on a chart.
Or Eminem.
Dyes are proprietary and are trademarked by the manufacturer
Whatever.
to protect against duplication.
Whichever one's your
The
favorite.
dye from the wind fiber found in Laura's hairbrush was identical to the fibers from Haddon Clark's wig.
It indicated to us that they
That's you
exhibited
for real.
the exact same color optically. Therefore,
I
the
know you're
question
Eminem's
fiber is consistent
ghostwriter.
coming from that wig. They were dyed
Back
with
in
the
the
same
day,
color,
when you were like
the
probably
same industry standard,
a literal
and probably
child.
from the same dye lot.
Finally, police turned their attention to the bloody thumbprint found on the pillowcase in the woods. When they compared it to Haddon Clark's thumbprint, it was a match. Police now knew how Haddon Clark fooled the neighbor and left the crime scene without creating suspicion. But where had he taken Laura's body?
That's a good cue. That's a good cue.
Haddon Clark was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in the death of Laura Hoteling. Although her body had never been found, prosecutors hoped that they had enough evidence to convince a jury that Laura Hoteling was in fact dead and that Haddon Clark was the murderer. The first-degree murder trial was set to begin on June 14, 1993, but the trial never took place.
What?
The defendant in the Hoteling case just pled guilty.
Oh.
The plea was accepted. The plea was to second-degree murder.
As part of the plea bargain, Clark revealed to prosecutors where he had buried the body.
Oh my frick.
He led them to a shallow grave less than half a mile from Laura's home. It had been 8 months since Laura Hoteling's disappearance.
There was a skeletal part of the body that was sticking out of the ground. The rest of the body was still intact under the ground.
The autopsy report also listed suffocation as a possible cause of death, since Clark told prosecutors that he suffocated her. Clark also admitted using a knife from the kitchen and a pair of scissors, consistent with the blood imprints found on the discarded pillowcase.
When you hold a pair of scissors to these marks, they in fact fall right in line with the outline impression of the marks on the pillow.
Clark did not reveal his motive for killing Laura. Police theorize that Clark was angry
Don't you like
over
have
the
to do that
disagreement
though?
he had with Laura's mother over the missing
I don't know
tools
shit about
from the
plea
shed.
deals, but like,
Looking into Haddon's background, we found that anytime, especially a
I thought if you
female
plead guilty, you got to tell them
would
everything.
cross him in any way,
Especially
he would
the one where
it's hard to say exactly
where your case is
why,
easier. You
and I
know.
don't know if we'll ever know why.
Clark's confession and evidence gathered by the police told prosecutors all they needed to know about what happened to Laura Hoteling in the early hours of October 19, 1992. Haddon Clark knew Penny Hoteling was away when he entered the home through the back door sometime after midnight. He picked up a knife from the kitchen and went to Laura's bedroom. He suffocated her with a pillow, and then he stabbed her. Clark used the scissors to remove her earrings, which left the blood impression on the pillowcase, and in that blood, the partial thumbprint uncovered by the Amido black stain.
Hold on, chat. Hold on. We got. Okay. You don't have to. You can even plead no contest, which if you didn't know is. Really? Damn, that's crazy. I feel like that should be a part of the deal, where it's like, yeah, if you want to admit to this, and there's still shit we don't know, I feel like you got to tell us so that we don't, so that your case can either be even better or, not as bad or whatever, however you want to phrase that. I don't know. I guess it makes sense, though. I didn't know that.
Blood trail in the house since Clark wrapped the body in bed linens and plastic.
Right. I see.
While transporting the body to the woods, he accidentally dropped the bloody pillowcase with his thumbprint, later found by police. Before dawn, he returned to clean up as much blood from the mattress as he could, found with the luminol. At daybreak, Clark needed to exit the house without being seen, so he dressed up as Laura. Before leaving, Clark made a second mistake. He used Laura's hairbrush to comb his wig, leaving behind the single fiber linking him and his wig to the murder scene.
Bro.
Later that day, he purchased a replacement bed sheet for Laura's bed. He may have been on his way to replace it when he encountered Laura's brother outside the home the next night. A partial thumbprint and a single wig fiber all marked a grisly tale of murder,
damn, bro,
madness, and mistaken identity.
Planned it. He knew exactly when he was going to do it, exactly how he was going to do it, and he almost got away with it.
Of course, the bloody fingerprint on the pillowcase, the hair, the wig fiber. But I was impressed with the dog.
This was
W.
the
Sherlock.
only wig fiber that was recovered. If this had been missed or not even examined,
I was impressed with the dog.
It's very doubtful that
What?
we would have put together
What are we
everything
doing?
that we knew after the
All right.
fact as to what actually happened on that Monday morning.
Now with the new technologies that are helping us out, it allows an investigator to have new tools to help him find that little tiny bit of evidence that sometimes is there, sometimes it's not. But when it is there, you have those tools and you're able to find that little bit of evidence, makes all the difference in the world and allows you to
fuck
get
no.
people like Adam
Oh,
Clark
I'm an
off the
idiot.
street.
Are you seeing this? I got double. I got double hit. Is this? Oh, okay. No shot. Okay, wait. Sammy, you can't see it because it's like restricted. But I got a dude that that double copy and pasted the viewers at whatever.com. So we're gonna go ahead and ban that guy. Oh, is currently banned. Okay, yep, for sure. Just sure. Whatever. W episode, honestly, all the ones you suggest are bangers. They're, they're always really entertaining, seriously. More entertaining most of the time than the ones that I find just randomly watching. So. Anyway. Okay. This is the color that we're looking for. This exact color. So I think those are good to go. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to make some chests out by where we're gonna start building. That's kind of what I'm thinking. How do I not have it? I have 12 quartz. All right. I'll go get more quartz and hopefully not die. But that's too many chests. Maybe like 4. Okay. So we're going to make our semi-final decision on where we're going to put this thing. And then we'll start filling chests with what we need. How's the fireflies going, Sammy? How's the fireflies going? You made it back home? How many did you end up catching? I see. Like 10? Really? Wow. That's cool. Dude. That's okay. I believe you. I believe you. Okay. So, okay. Question then. Because you're the only one that can give me a second opinion. Like here or up here? We'll go 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Okay. Easier to see with 1 or 2. That's 1. That's 2. Okay. All right. We'll do it up here. W.I. Dr. Bit. Okay. Did you understand that that's what I was doing, or did that sound... Okay. Okay. Trauma. Oh, funny. All right. Give me one moment. I'm just going to mark that we're doing it here. And then I'll place some chests. Okay. Next episode, chat. What do we got? Called Death Play. Okay. I don't know if I have. I'm gonna assume almost always that I haven't, but you never know. It says I haven't by YouTube's standards. Okay.
During an evening church service, 38-year-old Steve Robards fell ill. He died later that night of a heart attack.
Frick.
1 year later, while reading Hamlet, Steve Robards' daughter studied the lines of Claudius the King when he says the following about death, jealousy, guilt, and revenge.
My words vile, My thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts, never to heaven go.
In these words, a clue.
What do you mean? You told me this. You told me to do this one. You have a life. Trust. Oh, you're not sure if you've seen it. I see. No, it's okay because I haven't. Wait.
In these words,
without thoughts, never to heaven go.
In these words, a clue to her father's death.
Hamlet led you to. Okay. All right. Do you prefer this intro music or the other one? I prefer the other one, I think. This is very, like, intense to me. I don't know. Like, it makes me stressed listening to it. Yeah. There's too much happening in one singular... Yeah.
The cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Locals call it the Metroplex. It's the largest consolidated metropolitan area in the state, known for the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in Dealey Plaza in 1963.
Chad, I've been there.
Official now, the president is dead. 38-year-old Steve Robard was a Texas native recently divorced and worked as a mail carrier for the United States Postal Service.
Very proud of his job, which was just a rural route postman, but he liked his job. He liked being outdoors and felt some pride in it.
His 16-year-old daughter Marie had recently moved in with him after a disagreement she had with her mother's new husband.
So they were living in a one-bedroom apartment at this time, and he was on the list to get the next available larger apartment, and he was very happy about having his daughter in his life at this point.
Marie enrolled in Eastern Hills High School, where she was a popular straight-A student.
Quiet, studious, elegant, the kind of girl that sort of
elegant
you looked at twice and always wanted to get to know because she seemed so reserved, so poised, twice and always wanted elegant.
This is the senior editor for the Texas Monthly. Whatever that means. Skip. The words that he was saying gave me pedo vibes. He doesn't look like a pedo.
Kind of girl
I don't know.
that sort of you looked at twice and always wanted to get to know because she seemed so reserved, so poised, so intelligent.
I'm sorry.
There was never a flaw about her. I mean,
this
her
kind of
face,
glazing is creepy.
complexion was
I'm sorry.
perfect.
By all accounts, both father and daughter enjoyed
That might
living
be a bad
together,
take,
but
but
their lives changed forever
still.
on the night of February 17th, 1993.
Yeah. 100%.
Just after dinner,
Definitely went way
Steve
too far.
Robards attended an evening church service. When he returned home, he told his girlfriend and daughter he wasn't feeling well.
After a little while, he started getting stomach cramps, severe stomach cramps, and they became more severe as the night progressed. After a few hours, ultimately, 911 was called, and he went into what appeared to be a coma-like state right there in the living room.
He began to foam at the mouth and became nauseous. And by the time the ambulance guys got there, he was dead.
Ambulance guys. Paramedics,
An autopsy
perhaps?
revealed the death was caused by cardiac arrest.
I'm sorry.
And
That
I
was
didn't
rude.
want to believe it. How could it be that bad? He was 38. How could it be that serious? He was 38.
His heart was mildly enlarged. It was probably 25% too heavy for a man his age and size. And somewhat uncomfortably, I signed it out as a natural death.
After Steve Robard's death, Marie went to live with her grandparents and transferred to Mansfield High School for a new start.
So for 1 year, Marie lived the kind of perfect life every parent would hope their child would live. She was an excellent student. She never got in trouble. She always turned in her homework. She dated some, but she was never in any way regarded as a wild girl.
After graduation, Marie used the $60,000 she received from her father's life insurance policy to attend the University of Texas. She majored in pre-med. Her dream was to become a pathologist.
Even then, she was one of the most talented of the many freshmen at that sprawling university. There was nothing that suggested anything except she was headed.
Dude, okay. It's the same guy glazing her like this.
For this kind of excellent life that seemed
Wild girl. Those were his words. Those were his words. This guy's weird. I'm sorry.
Marie learned that police were investigating
Can we
her
investigate
father's
this
death.
guy next?
They questioned how a 38-year-old man could have died of a heart attack so young.
Holy shit, I'm sorry.
It was, by all accounts, the perfect crime.
After Steve Robards' unexpected death, his daughter Marie transferred to a new high school and made a new friend, Stacy High.
Hi, Stacy.
I would have to say we were best friends. You know, we kind of fell in love with each other. You know, just it was. We had so much in common.
Stacy sees in Marie. She sees something in Marie. She sees through her in a way. She realizes that poise and that perfection is disguising something.
During senior year, Stacy...
I'm looking in the comments. I think the dude in the glasses is low-key obsessed with Marie. Retweet. Definitely not low-key. Are we dead ass? Are you stupid? Oh my god. He wasn't even subtle about it. Yeah. I want to know, who's this guy? Timey Dubé. Brother. Okay. All right. I don't even care. Here we go. Here we go. Get this man on a fucking list. I don't care. Get this man on a fucking list. Holy shit. Oh my god. If bro thinks that level of glazing is okay and normal, dog, you are worse or just as bad as he is. Holy fuck. Sorry. I don't even want to apologize. Genuinely, that's weird. That's weird as fuck. Alright. I'm probably gonna get like some kind of fucking copyright or sue if that guy ever finds that this, but who fucking cares? At least I didn't leak his written out full name. Who cares? He can sue me. I'll call him a pedo again. I don't give a fuck. Alright. Anyway. Back to the video. Oh, there he is. Jump scare. Holy fuck. Alright.
Stacy and Marie were both required to read Shakespeare's Hamlet for English class. As they read the play together, Stacy happened to begin with Claudius's soliloquy in Act 3, in which Claudius agonizes over his decision to repent for killing Hamlet's father.
So as we all know,
my fault is past, but oh, what form of prayer can serve my turn?
Forgive me my foul murder. That cannot be, since I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder.
Uh-huh.
So Stacy reads the line and goes, "Isn't that cool, Marie, how that's written?" And Marie's standing, frozen, and tears begin to stream down her face.
She asked me, Stacy, do you think people can go through life without a conscience?
And there was Stacy with her questions. You have a secret? Yes. You've done something? Yes. And you know, Stacy's first question, oh my God, you're pregnant.
What?
Marie went, no, it's worse.
So after a while of guessing, I said, "Did you kill someone?" She nodded her head yes.
Huh?
And that's when Marie broke down and cried.
I can't talk about this right
Marie then admitted the unthinkable.
What?
That she murdered her own father.
What?
She said she did it with a poison she stole from her chemistry class a year earlier.
Hey, everybody quiet.
What in the fuck? Chat, I'm so confused.
Now, everyone get your notebooks out.
Marie said that she took the poison when the teacher's back was turned, placed it in a paper towel, and hid it in her backpack.
I hate that sound effect so
1 week
much.
later, while preparing dinner, Marie mixed it into her father's Mexican food, which concealed the taste of the poison.
Mexican food conceals poison. Noted. Never eating Mexican ever again.
The poison she used mimicked the signs of a heart attack, and her father died a few hours later. The autopsy never detected the poison in his system.
Damn.
After the confession, Marie swore Stacy to secrecy. If the pledge was broken, Stacy knew her best friend would spend the rest of her life in prison.
Stacy is tormented, however, by the secret she too is trying to keep.
Yeah. What the fuck do you expect her to do?
And she begins to have these nightmares.
Oh my god. As would anybody, yeah. Oh.
In one of these recurring nightmares, Stacy hears the voice of Marie's father calling from the grave.
That's crazy.
In another, Stacy sees Marie chasing her endlessly through the night.
She begins to lose her ability to focus. She can't concentrate in school. Her grades go down. She begins to drink too much at high school parties. At one point, she asks her mother if she can check into a psychiatric hospital for adolescents. And no one can figure out what had happened to Stacy. It seemed like the classic meltdown.
Stacy knew if she said anything, it would be her word against Marie's, since Steve Robards' death was ruled to be from natural causes. However, the pressure on Stacy High was too great. She told her mother, the school guidance counselor, and eventually the police.
So for 8 months, Stacy kept the secret. And it nearly destroyed her. And she finally had to confess.
W.
But
Stacy.
Marie never would. And like Claudius, she seemed stuck, trapped in her own private hell.
Wait, what? Oh, my bad.
Stuck, trapped in her own nearly destroyed her. And she finally had to confess.
Yeah.
But Marie never would. And like Claudius, she seemed stuck, trapped in her own private hell.
When Stacy Hyde told police that Steve Robards had been poisoned, the police searched the chemistry lab where his daughter Marie said she stole the poison that killed him. In the lab's safety manual, the page describing the chemical Marie allegedly used had been torn out.
No way.
It also tells you what precautions you need to take when using the substance. It also tells you what to do in case it's swallowed or your eyes come in contact with it.
If Marie used a poison to kill her father, why hadn't it shown up during the autopsy?
It's not a normal procedure unless there's some indication that we need to do that. It's a testing that we don't do here at the facility, and we have to send out for. And the investigation did not lead us to suspect anything of that nature at the time of the death.
The chemical she used, the only way it could be detected is if the medical examiner in Fort Worth had a machine that cost $150,000 that could detect the trace of this chemical during an autopsy, which they didn't have and which they never even thought of using.
The technology which can find rare chemicals in human tissue is called a mass spectrometer gas chromatograph. Since Marie planned to attend medical school and become a pathologist, prosecutors suspected she was familiar with the screening test used by the local medical examiner. She also knew which poison wouldn't be detected. Investigators hoped that Steve Robards' tissue samples were still in storage since his death 18 months earlier.
The medical examiner's office was within days of destroying the tissue samples and the blood samples. As they do when there's nothing amiss, they don't suspect foul play or homicide.
The tissue samples were sent to an independent forensic laboratory in Pennsylvania, where they were analyzed with the mass spectrometer gas chromatograph. The poison they were looking for was a metallic substance and very rare. We will not reveal the name of the poison on this program.
Sammy, what's the name? I know you know
The gas
it.
chromatograph mass spectrometer directs a beam of electrons on the sample, breaking its component molecules apart for analysis. The results are charted on a graph. Each peak is a separate compound. The size of the peak is proportional to the amount present. The number is the exact time in minutes it took for the compound to travel through the column from the moment of its injection to detection.
Kidding.
In Steve Robards' sample, scientists found a metallic compound with a retention time identical to the poison his daughter Marie admitted stealing from the chemistry lab.
Oh, man.
And the amount found in Steve Robards' body,
Sammy, I'd be your ideal Stacy. You know.
was massive.
I can keep a secret like
28
that.
times the lethal dose.
For
With
sure.
this news, Fort Worth homicide detective Thomas Bocher went to the University of Texas in
W.
Austin
Thomas.
to see Marie Robards.
She came out in the hallway and I introduced myself. I told her she was under arrest
Wait a
for
sec.
the death of her father, Stephen Robards, years
Oh,
earlier.
Okay.
She had no response. There was no reaction.
And Marie quietly went
But
poised
I
as
was
ever,
I
and
was
once
saying
they got in that little
okay,
room,
okay, pause. I was saying I'd be the ideal Stacy. Meaning you could tell me and I wouldn't snitch. That's what I'm saying. You're already thinking about Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wouldn't snitch. Trust. In Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft or GTA, yeah. If you did admit to that, I would keep it a secret. I ain't no snitch. Snitches get stitches, am I right? Or they get this poison compound that they don't want to tell us because it's clearly easy access in a college, so they don't want to tell people about it. It's probably some bullshit that we were working on in Chem Lab. One of those damn things that Krishna had us use. It's probably the exact same shit. W. Krishna, by the way. Love her. My God. She never knew exactly what she was doing, but she was always trying to help, and I really appreciated that. Okay. But anyway, okay, let's finish the story. And neither did exactly. We had no fucking idea.
They barely had to ask a question, and she confessed and broke down.
And she was pretty forthcoming with information fairly quickly. She didn't try to hide. She apparently was either guilt-ridden or had thought a lot about what she had done and came forward with the information.
The most fascinating aspect for both the police and for journalists covering the case was Marie's explanation of her motive.
Oh, I gotta hear this.
What was it that made you want to kill your father? And she said, I wanted to be with my mom.
But
what?
An ironic twist, like something out of a Shakespearean tragedy.
Just tell the frickin'...
It was all in vain.
What?
Because Marie Robard's mother and her new husband were planning to move to Florida and didn't tell her until after her father's funeral.
What?
Marie had no choice but to move in with her grandparents so she could finish high school in Texas.
Oh my
And
God.
thus began this tale that in many ways is a kind of twisted modern parable of teenage girls in the suburbs.
The fuck
These
is he
girls
talking
that
about?
have those mercurial emotions.
Yo, okay, I'm sorry. In 4 minutes, no, 6 minutes when we end this
But
episode,
also many
I'm
of
looking this
whom are
man up.
girls
This
of
is crazy.
divorce Who are girls in the suburbs. Anyway,
Texas choice.
thus began this tale that in many ways is a kind of twisted modern parable of teenage girls in the suburbs.
Why is he always on about this shit? I'm sorry.
These girls that have
Oh
these
hell.
mercurial
Oh fuck no.
emotions.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck.
These girls that are
I'm sorry, Chad. This is too much. Look at this fucking grin after he said these girls, they are. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh hell. Get this man on a fucking list immediately, dude. I can't do this. Dude, he's literally like, okay, I'll play it.
modern parable of teenage girls in the suburbs. These girls that are
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God.
have those mercurial emotions, but also many of whom are girls of divorce who are trying to grow up with parents
Bro knows them because he's on their team.
who have split up and seem often preoccupied
Dog.
with rebuilding their own lives and forget about the needs of their own
Like,
children.
dude, you're genuinely disgusting.
Despite her confession,
Holy fuck.
Marie Robard surprised
The
everyone
call is
by
coming from
deciding to
inside the
plead
house, Your
not
Honor.
guilty. She now
An empath.
said she hadn't
An
planned
empath.
to kill her father at all. In 1996,
Dude, I can't take
Marie
that shit seriously.
Robards went on trial
He's
for
an
the murder
empath,
of her
guys.
father,
Come on.
Steve. She pleaded not guilty.
Oh my
Her
God.
defense was that she had no intention of killing him.
Oh my God. Fuck off.
Marie admitted that she stole the poison from her high school chemistry lab.
High school. Oh, Mrs. Never mind.
And she also
I was
admitted
just, like-
that she put the
I
poison
just almost
in her
said the full
father's
name of
Mexican
my
food.
fucking high school
But she
science
said she
teacher.
only planned to make him sick, not to kill him.
Of course, that doesn't make that much sense. If he just got sick, she wouldn't get to go back with her mother.
Prosecutors said Marie was a straight-A chemistry student, and the amount of poison used was 28 times the lethal dose.
Holy fuck.
Anybody who's going to go to a local medical school to study is probably, if they're a high school student, is probably above average as far as in the science department. And as a matter of fact, I mean, that was part of my investigation. I collected
Oh
her
shit!
grades,
I've been on the. Oh
and
fuck!
she had
I'm getting
very
copyrighted to hell. Fuck me. All right. It's fine. I didn't even unpause the video. Oh, and I didn't even go back to Minecraft, did I? Oh, I did. Okay.
high marks in school and in the sciences.
Are you feeling any better?
Sorry.
I feel lousy. Could you get me some ginger ale?
They also
I
pointed
feel
out
lousy. Can
that
you get me some
Marie
ginger
stood
ale?
by
I'm
and
sorry.
watched her father die without saying a word to her father's girlfriend or the ambulance crew that tried to resuscitate him. 18 months
Damn.
later, the gas chromatography found what the first autopsy did not. That Steve Robards had died of a massive dose of poison. The prosecution presented Marie Robards' signed confession as evidence.
Did you know that this stuff is dangerous? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How did you know that?
Because my chemistry teacher said
Said what?
Is the chemistry teacher not going to be a part of this?
And Stacy testified that Marie told her that she always knew that enough of that chemical would have killed her father. And that was this defining moment, that her best friend admitted that Marie had the knowledge about what that poison would do.
The forensic evidence, the confession, and the testimony of her own best friend all worked against her.
The prosecutor in the case called her a relentless predator. Another prosecutor called her society's worst nightmare, a girl who kills her dad. But some people saw her as a kind of Lizzie Borden of Texas.
What?
This sweet, kind of Lizzie Borden of Texas. This sweet, charming, successful, industrious young girl who suddenly did something
Who killed her
inexplicable.
fucking father?
And in this surprising twist, at least for me, I began to sense
This guy is like those women that thought that Ted Bundy was hot. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Here he is obsessed with this woman.
a sympathy developing for her.
It's
because in many ways, she was the symbol of what modern divorce has done to our society.
The medical examiner says
It doesn't-
Marie
it's
was
so
a very
bad.
clever killer.
I just tell you, she was good enough to fake me out initially, because I, went for the head fake and couldn't find anything.
On May 9th, 1996, it took the jury less than an hour to find Marie Robards guilty of murder. She was sentenced to 27 years in prison.
I don't know what we do about it, but they are kids. They don't think exactly like adults. That doesn't mean you.
You got that
they can
fucking
get
right.
by with something like this with a slap on the wrist, but
Jesus, what are we
27
doing?
years seems a little excessive to me.
Does it?
What she had done was commit the perfect crime. It
Bro.
was, by all accounts, the perfect crime.
Had Dorothy Marie not
can't stop glazing.
mentioned it to a friend, she probably would have gotten away with it. I mean, almost certainly would have gotten away with it.
Marie
You
has
can't
never
stop glazing.
spoken about what's happened since. What is known is that
my
Marie
God,
is the model
dude.
prisoner at this women's unit in East Texas, where she's going to be staying for several more years. That
And
she has
I bet
never
he's going to be
complained,
waiting right at that fucking door.
that she
I bet he's sending her
always
letters too.
volunteers for the worst chores.
Uh-huh.
That one day a
Fuck
psychologist went to see her and she was wearing this paper-thin prison garb. And a
Oh, I bet you wanted to see that, huh?
fuck had come through Texas.
Sorry.
And she was shivering. And the psychologist said, "Why don't you ask for something more?"
I hate this guy. I
She
hate this
said,
guy. Why
"I
the
don't
fuck
deserve
would he even bring that up? Why the fuck would he even bring that up?
Why don't you ask her to come through
That had
Texas?
no context.
Paper-thin prison garb. And a cold front had come through Texas. And she was shivering.
Oh my
And
God.
the psychologist said, "Why don't you ask for something warmer?" She said, I don't deserve to. She shrugged, she smiled, and she said, I'll be okay.
And worked as he had
doors.
His daughter
Quiet, you look studio.
Just so y'all know what I'm searching. Genuinely? What a fucking weirdo, chat. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This guy's weird as fuck. Interesting story, though. W story. Crazy outcome. That was that's insane. But, like, chat. Can we start a fucking campaign? That shit's weird, right? That shit's crazy weird. Glazing a college girl. Glazing a murderer who killed her fucking father. What the fuck are we doing? L skip in the chat. Fucking. Genuinely. Dude. But that's so insane. That shit's like, I'm not even joking. That's like what first came to mind. I was like, this is some Ted Bundy shit, but for this college girl. Like, this guy's obsessed with her. Anyway. Sammy, do you want to watch one more, or do you want to go to bed? Because, I mean, I could stay here. I gotta maybe work out the foundation a little bit more. But if you have another one that you want to watch, I'm more than happy to load that up. It's your bedtime. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll figure something out. I'll just play some random episode and then you can watch it later or something. I don't really know. Yeah, it just is weird because you always think I don't know. You don't typically think that the glazing like that would come from a guy. I don't know, but no, it makes so much sense that it would, and from a guy like fucking Skip. Get the fuck out, bro. Okay. Dude, Skip's going on the wall of shame. When I make that, he's instantly going on it. I don't fucking care. I gotta make the wall of shame. I gotta, like, write down the list so far. Jesus. Okay. Genuinely. Good night. Talk to you later when you need to be in the gym setting off that lunk alarm. trust. If Iowa State had one, it'd be ringing the second we walk in, I swear. Anyway. Yeah. 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 Anyway, if you're still here, good night. All right. All right, chat. For anybody who is still here, we are going to put on another random episode. Hopefully it's not with Skip. If I see Skip again, I'm going to find a way to see him in person and beat the shit out of him. On stream and in GTA. I would never publicly hurt somebody. But if I get to, let's say, 100 followers within the next 2 months, I'm going to go beat the shit out of this guy in real life in GTA. Hypothetically. Only if I get to 100 followers. This one's called The Cheater. I don't know if this is going to be bad or worse.
The song is called The Cheater with Bob Cuban and the Inmen.
In the 1960s, for lead singer Walter Scott, The Cheater became both his signature song and a hit single. But like so many others, Walter Scott was a one-hit wonder, never able to repeat the success with another song.
W Niche Community.
After 14 straight years of performing on the road, mostly one-nighters, Walter Scott disappeared. Many believed that the lyrics, "Watch out for the cheater," weren't just words, but an omen.
What the hell? All right. I gotta at least go out a little further. My fucking diamond shovel's gonna break. This
The
is such
famous
bullshit.
arch in St. Louis, Missouri stands as a symbolic gateway, recalling its role as the last stop for pioneers before heading west. Later, St. Louis became a well-known stop along America's music corridor, which included Memphis and New Orleans.
St.
Pop
Louis Blues,
legends
too.
Chuck Berry and Tina Turner launched their careers here,
Hockey team.
as did a local boy, Walter Scott.
Okay.
Walter Scott was the lead singer for the rock and roll band Bob Cuban and the In-Men. In 1966,
Never heard of
the group
him.
started recording and gained national attention thanks to Walter's stage presence and vocal range.
I can't get over how he could remember all those words in those songs, because I couldn't do it. He was really good at that.
He loves singing though. He really loves.
I can't remember.
When he was in the bathtub, the neighbors
I don't know
next
how
door
he
used to
remembered
come
all
out and
those
sit in the
damn
yard
words.
To listen to Wally sing while he was taking a bath.
Wally could have been doing showrooms in Las Vegas. Let's put it that way. His chops were so good. That last rehearsal we had, I couldn't believe it. I mean, the guy just blew me away. I had no idea his voice had gotten that good.
Eventually, the band's signature song, The Cheater, reached number 12 on the Billboard chart.
Here.
Along with the notoriety came the women.
The women.
Well, that's true. He was quite a ladies' man.
You take a good-looking guy, and he's like a movie star back then, you know, to a lot of women, I'm sure. And, you know, he liked the ladies.
Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Walter continued to sing with various bands throughout the United States, doing what are called one-nighters. This kept Walter away from home for most of the time.
Anyway, this song sold over 1 million copies, and my way of saying thank you is to sing it for you. It's now
It wasn't long before Walter's life mimicked the lyrics of his hit song, Watch Out for the Cheater. While Walter was married to his first wife, Doris, he was having an affair with the girl he met while on the road, Joanne Calcutta. It wasn't long before Walter divorced Doris and married Joanne, although his family didn't approve.
Joanne was false. She was false from day one.
What does that mean?
Everything was Joanne, Joanne, Joanne.
I still didn't feel like I could trust her. And I didn't think she was good for Wally, but what could I do? Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Suzanne Flynn.
With Walter's travel schedule, his second marriage didn't work out any better than his first, and he got involved in a sexual relationship with one of his dancers, Suzanne Flynn.
Damn.
Not surprisingly, Walter wasn't the only one cheating. His wife, Joanne, was having an affair with an electrician, Jim Williams, whom she met while he was doing some work in her home.
Her and I just kind of hit it off, you know. We just really liked each other's conversation. She was really down about Walter being on the road a lot because he was only home like about 10, 12 weeks out of the year.
Jim Williams was cheating too. He had been married to his wife, Sharon, for 20 years.
It was like Peyton Place. Everybody was running around with each other's wives, husbands.
In October of 1983, the Williams family received some terrible news. Sharon Williams had been in a serious automobile accident. Her car had run off the road and down an embankment just a few miles from her home.
Was Sharon the freaking cheater?
When help arrived, there was a grass fire a foot high burning beside the car.
Joe, I got a victim here. I got a female victim in the car.
Sharon was on the floor of the car. She was unconscious and barely alive.
Give me a hand. Grab her arm. Grab her arm. I got it.
Somewhere around 7:30 in the evening, I get a call from the sheriff's department. Told me that my wife had been in a bad car accident, not to leave the house, and an officer would come out and pick me up.
There was only minor damage to the car, but Sharon had received a serious head injury.
Okay, I got a pulse. County, let's get a EMS.
She was rushed to a local hospital. There wasn't much that could be done. Her skull was fractured. She never regained consciousness.
Damn.
The doctor comes to me. He said, we can pull the plug and let her go, or you can leave the plug plugged in and keep her like this for years. Well, what are you gonna do?
Jim Williams took her off life support the following day.
There's actually a lot
No
of
autopsy was performed.
philosophy behind that argument.
2 months later, there was more bad news, this time for Walter Scott's family.
I'm projecting my own knowledge.
It was Christmas time, and Walter Scott had just returned home from his concert tour to spend the holidays with his wife and children. Friends said that Walter didn't appear to be himself, that he was distracted. 2 days after Christmas, Joanne Scott called police to report Walter missing.
What?
She said he had left for a garage to get a new battery for his car and that he had not returned home. The owner of the garage said Walter never arrived. The next day, the police found Walter's automobile abandoned in a parking lot at the St. Louis airport. But none of the flight manifests listed Walter Scott as a passenger.
Uh-oh. Interesting music choice.
When Walter Scott was first reported missing, his father wasn't terribly concerned. Walter had a reputation for taking quick trips out of town.
I didn't figure there was nothing wrong with it, but my wife says, something wrong with Wally. I said, hell, he'll be home. He'll be come showing up.
Classic fucking
The next day,
redneck dad
Walter's
behavior.
parents visited their
Oh,
son's
he's
home
fine.
and were surprised by what they saw.
He's a man, goddammit. He can
Jim
figure out his own
Williams
life.
was sitting at the kitchen table going through Walter's jewelry case. He looked as if he was evaluating the quality of Walter's jewelry. Two of Walter's guns were sitting on the edge of the table. His third, a .22 caliber pistol, was missing.
Are those Walter's guns?
Yes.
What are they doing there? I was just looking at them.
And police learned that Jim Williams' car had been parked in front of Joanne's home the entire night before. Joanne insisted that Jim had slept on the sofa.
Okay.
Walter was missing for only 24 hours before Joanne called Walter's manager, canceling his performances for the next 9 weeks. 2 days later, Jim Williams and Joanne Scott drove to Pennsylvania, where they looked through the band's trailer for any personal items Walter may have left behind. While there, they shared a motel room.
We stayed in a motel together. She was in this bed and I was in this bed. She never took her clothes off. I took my shirt off. I had a t-shirt under.
The search for Walter Scott continued throughout the spring and summer. No family member or fellow musicians had seen or heard from him. The trail had turned cold.
I had doubts. I really did. I had doubts that we would ever find him.
I held out. I thought that Wally had taken off. The last thing on my mind was that something had happened to him.
Desperate for any help she could find, Walter's mother even consulted a psychic.
And he told me that he's in cold, cold water. It's not moving water. And there's a big red barrel or something red by the side of the road where he's at, and he's not far from home.
It was then that Mrs. Notice had an inkling of where Walter might be.
The freaking psychic solved this shit?
Police searched Jim Williams' property but found nothing suspicious. 9 months after Walter disappeared, Joanne filed for divorce, citing abandonment and adultery. Joanne then married Jim Williams.
Oh my God.
At about this same time, there were some big changes being made at the medical examiner's office in St. Louis. A forensic pathologist was hired to conduct autopsies on all suspicious deaths. Dr. Mary Case was the new forensic pathologist.
So they asked me if I would look at an old case that they had, and they brought me this, it was like a 2-foot stack of material.
It was the Sharon Williams automobile accident case.
The car accident was rather a minimal front-end collision, and there was no explanation for why she should have any kind of impact injuries to the back of her head.
There were a number of suspicious elements in this accident. The driver's side door was wide open. The driver's seat pushed back as far as it could go, yet Sharon Williams was not a tall woman. There was no damage to the car's fuel line, yet a grass fire burned near the car. And in the emergency room, nurses reported a strong smell of gasoline on Sharon's body. With so many unanswered questions, Dr. Case ordered Sharon Williams' body exhumed for an autopsy. The body told a far different story than the accident report.
There were 2 blunt impacts to the back of her head that caused vertical lacerations and very massive skull fracturing. This is not consistent with a head-on collision of a very minor nature. So,
so something
her
else
death
happened.
was then considered a homicide.
Dr. Case believes that a pipe or crowbar caused these head injuries, not the automobile accident. But who had orchestrated Sharon's death to look like an accident?
I didn't kill Sharon Williams.
But police weren't too sure. Once Sharon Williams' death was ruled a homicide.
Hold on, chat. I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, Fuck. Okay, this is gonna suck. Major ass, because I gotta I gotta cut out way more of this mountain than I thought I would. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll come up with some big grand door like right here. You know. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will that be enough? Maybe a little bit. Yeah. We'll make it a 5, but more so like from here. Yeah, that'll work. All right. I think this'll do. Maybe a little bit wider on these side things. Am I crazy for that? Maybe a little bit wider, maybe even longer. I don't. This is going to be massive, by the way. This is like, I feel like these need to be longer a little bit. and I'm going to have to cut a fucking mountain chunk out by at least a shitload. So, oh my god, chat. I need a fucking excavator. Holy shit. Excavator. Okay. Let's make it a little bit wider and a little bit longer. I think that'll look nice. So like that wide now. Oh, that's not even. Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. Trust. Wait, reference picture, please, chat. Give me some grace. Oh. Oh, that is not what I'm doing. Okay, this needs to be way. Chat, this is unfortunate. This needs to be way longer. Way longer, I fear. That's truly unfortunate. Whoa. My computer went to sleep. The fuck? I think, though. I think it does. I could be fibbing about that, low-key. I think this might work. Or, well, okay. Hold on. The inspo has, like, a tunnel. So, like, it's like a tunnel into a bigger room. But, like, the tunnel's pretty long as well. Tunnel's pretty freaking long. We need all of these to be odd numbers as well, so that we can have points at the top. That's why. That's why we need everything to be odd. Because you can't do points if it's all even. Got it? Cool. Glad we're on the same page. The scale might be like way off. But, yeah, it's gonna have to get way fucking wider. Holy shit. Shit. No, I'm going back to where it was. Hold on. Same kind of length though. Same length-ish. Oh shit, how far was it? 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, okay. Like there. Correct? Or no? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Fucking kill myself. Alright. Okay. This is all very important shit, chat. Very important shit. I will clean up the floor later. I promise. I promise. Or I'll just cover it up cleverly. Or something. Oh, this brother really wants me. Okay, let's continue the story. I'm literally just... This is what I do. I just fucking
Homicide. Her ex-husband, Jim, became the prime suspect. Police also suspected that Walter Scott's disappearance was somehow connected. By this time, Walter had been missing for 3 years.
Really?
When police heard that Jim Williams' estranged son, Jimmy, was serving time in a Florida prison for an unrelated crime, they decided to pay him a visit.
What?
During questioning, Jimmy Jr. made some provocative statements about the 3-year search for Walter Scott's whereabouts.
He was kind of sarcastic.
Provocative?
He, I guess, was kind of making fun of the police, making comments like, you guys aren't smart enough to figure this out. It was cold. The rivers were frozen. The lakes were frozen. You couldn't, the ground was frozen. Where would my dad get rid of a body?
What the fuck?
He was very, very suspicious that his father built a flower box over the cistern, and that cistern has been exposed his whole life.
Police took out a warrant to search Jim Williams' home at 5647 Guttermouth Road. The cistern was in the backyard, covered with concrete. There was a flower box on top.
Upon taking the cover off the flower box, we immediately noticed that the cistern was full of water. After looking down inside the cistern, we could see what appeared to be a body floating on top of the water.
No fucking
in the
way.
same type
Oh
of jogging suit that Joanne had reported Walter wearing the last time he was seen.
That's crazy.
After the body was removed, the cistern was drained. There were several large concrete blocks at the bottom, along with a sealed plastic bag with Walter's credit cards and driver's license.
Walter's body was bound with a yellow rope. The wrists were bound, the knees were bound, and the ankles were bound. And there was a length of that rope extending from the body that had a large loop tied in it, surmising that it was tied to some bricks that were in the bottom of the cistern.
Walter Scott's autopsy revealed he had been shot in the back.
Damn.
What I could see on the x-ray was what we call a snowstorm effect. Tiny little fragments of lead where a high-velocity bullet has kind of shattered in the body. And that's a very typical thing that allows a forensic pathologist to say, well, that's a high-velocity gunshot wound.
Because of the severe decomposition, it was impossible to determine what type of weapon was used.
I didn't kill Walter Scott. If I'm gonna kill a man, I'm gonna shoot him right between the eyes. I ain't gonna take a chance of missing the heart and shooting him in the back.
That's your defense?
Walter's family believes that he was murdered at home.
And I'll tell you the reason why. Every time he'd come in the house, he took off his shoes. When they found his body, he was fully clothed. Even his socks were still on his feet, but no shoes.
Jim Williams was arrested and charged with the murder of both Walter Scott and his wife Sharon. Joanne Williams was also charged in Walter's murder. Kay and Walter Notice entombed their son at the Valhalla Mausoleum in St. Louis. After 3 years in a cistern underwater, they wanted to keep his body above ground. With Jim Williams and their ex-daughter-in-law awaiting trial, they believed the worst was behind them, or so they thought. Jim Williams and Joanne Williams were tried separately for murder. Jim Williams' trial was first. Prosecutors believe that on October 19, 1983, Jim and Sharon Williams got into some kind of argument, possibly about Jim's affair with Joanne.
Yeah, well, who was the slut anyway?
Look, why don't you pick some other time, all right? I'm out of here.
And you're going to go back to her.
Don't worry about where I go.
The argument at some point turned violent. She was hit twice in the back of the head, fracturing her skull,
Oh my God.
causing massive internal bleeding. To make the death
Hold on,
look
hold
like
on,
an
hold on,
accident,
hold on, Chad. Hold on.
prosecutors say Jim placed Sharon's body in her car and drove down the embankment.
Holy shit. Why are we getting so intense? I can't fucking think right now.
Got into some kind of argument, possibly about Jim's affair with Joanne.
Yeah, well, who is the slut anyway?
Look, why don't you pick some other time, all right? I'm out of here.
And you're going to go back to her.
Don't worry about where I go.
The argument at some point turned violent. She was hit twice in the back of the head, fracturing her skull, causing massive internal bleeding. To make the death look like an accident, prosecutors say Jim placed Sharon's body in her car and drove down the embankment. He then set fire to the grass nearby and fled the scene before police arrived. With Sharon out of the way, the only one standing between Jim and Joanne was Walter. The forensic evidence shows that Walter was shot in the back with a high-velocity pistol. Walter's body was placed in the cistern on Jim Williams' property. There were no eyewitnesses. The murder weapon was never identified. The rope which bound Walter Scott did not match rope in the Williams garage.
What?
However, witnesses saw Jim Williams pouring concrete over the cistern and building the flower box a few weeks after Walter's disappearance in 20-degree weather during a snowstorm. No one knows how Walter Scott's car found its way to the airport, or how Williams got home after his wife's accident. Jim Williams said he was innocent and took the stand in his own defense. For the first time, he revealed he had seen Walter on the night he disappeared.
I went on into Ken's Auto Supply and come out, and I seen Walter standing over there with some guy, a big guy, you know, a big black coat and a black hat, you know. They were talking while the guy was in the coat, got in a Cadillac, a black Cadillac, and Walter pulled out right behind him.
But Williams had no explanation for how Walter's body mysteriously found its way into the cistern. Jim Williams was convicted of 2 counts of capital murder and was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
W.
With only circumstantial evidence against Joanne Williams, her trial never made it to court. In a plea agreement, prosecutors dropped the murder charge against Joanne in exchange for a guilty plea to the felony charge of hindering the prosecution.
It was a decision I made along with my family.
Joanne was sentenced to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. She was released after serving only 18 months.
As far as I'm concerned, there still is no justice.
She would have been tried with Jim Williams. I believe she would be in prison also for the same offense.
In his first television interview since his arrest, Jim Williams still maintains his innocence and now says his son may have had something to do with Walter's murder.
How did my son know he was back there? Jimmy says it was a guess. Awful good guess.
Awful good guess.
To send the cops to the right place, right on a button.
Kay and Walter Notice are appalled that their former daughter-in-law served only 18 months in prison.
There's only one person that would ever get close enough to Wally to kill him without him even suspected it, and that would be Joanne. And that's the reason I think that Joanne was the one that shot Wally.
Walter Scott is missed by his family, friends, and those who loved his talent, his wit, and his spirit.
I listen to his records all the time. And golly, when you walk in the stores and they're playing the songs that he sang all the time, it used to bother me, but it doesn't now. It makes me feel good.
He really made it good in the music business. But I still don't understand how he can remember all those words.
Good shit, Hank. Good shit. Okay. W episode. Really interesting story, actually. It's very rare for me to be able to pick a story and it not be some like crazy shit or some disgusting shit, you know? So I'm happy that we got one that was not only interesting, but also did not include any of that shit. So, W luck, I guess. I don't know. 1, 2, 15. Okay. And then 15. 1, 2, 3. 19, 20, 21. Okay. Theoretically, this should also be a width of 21. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. Good. W. Okay. So that's what we need. We need... Oh, shit. I didn't even take the measurements for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, if it's even, that's okay. That's okay. If it's even for those, that's okay. Let me count again, just to make sure we're there and through there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So then other side obviously has to be the exact same, so I'm just going to write it down just so everybody is clear on this. You probably can't even fucking read this, huh? I'm waiting for it to come up on the stream. Jesus. Holy delay. That's funny. You can read it. Okay. Yeah, so we at least need to go 33 out from here. From here. So... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay. $33 out from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. And then probably like 3 more for good measure. This is as far out as we need to go. Damn. That's going to be crazy work, Chad. Okay. I'm committed, though. And it should all be probably the same width. Let's... Would some controlled explosives be, good, do you think, perhaps? I have some gunpowder. I'm gonna go check that quick. I always love how I tell Sammy that I'm really only gonna watch one more story. And I hope that she knows deep down that one more story easily takes me a whole nother hour or more. So, you know, good old me. You know, I start these streams and I kind of imagine I'm going to have a hard cutoff at like 10-ish. And it is now 10:51. So, it's okay. It's okay. God damn it. That's what I meant to do as well. What do I need? I need gunpowder. And I need sand. Is that all the gunpowder I have? I think it might be. That's okay. We don't need that much. 9 more. That's huge. It's like a whole nother piece of TNT. Okay. We gotta do it like it's you know, controlled explosives. Like flint and steel and all that shit. Oh, damn, wait. Did I? Oh, fuck. Whatever. We might have to make a new flint and steel. And that's okay. Come on, Flint. Come on, Flint. Okay. There. A double. All right. All right. Well, fucking copper. Guess we're just getting sand from the normal spot. Oh, more copper. Huge. Okay. I feel like I had diamond leggings for a second. Oh my god. Take a whole nother year to get to me, will ya? Jesus. Right. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't even want your goddamn armor, dude. Fuck. Okay. Oh my god. Am I so serious? I haven't had full food in so long. Or full hunger. My goodness. I can't do this right now, y'all. I can't. So sorry. Hi. Yeah, let me close the door. Thank you. Anyway, all right. It's not enough yet. Hold on, I still want to know how much TNT I think. 6 TNTs. Oh my fucking god. Why isn't he dying? What the fuck was that, dude? Oh my god. Holy loser dies to fucking zombie in broad daylight. What the hell? God damn. You know what I think it is? I think it's time. Do you know where I'm going with this, chat? Do you know where I'm going with this? I'll see. Hold on, let me write this down. Okay. Y'all might know. Y'all might know. Hold on. I'll go a different video.
In Des
I'll go a
Moines,
different
Chase is proud.
Girl, giving out your bank straight from your bank.
Anderson Paak, brother. All right. Ten more seconds of this shit. It's still not going to be nearly enough. My bridge of dirt over there. Holy shit. TNT doesn't even really have a great blast range either. Might have just made things more complicated, honestly. Genuinely, what the fuck am I even doing that for, dude? What a waste. Waste of time, waste of fucking money, waste of gunpowder. Come on. I might as well just do this to fucking cut down the bulk or something, bro. waste, chat. What a waste. Holy fuck. This is a W sign. Put the horse armor in there. For why? Who cares? I don't know. I really just kind of want to mindlessly do this. At some point, we're gonna hit a hole. There it is. Huge. I at least want to get this part done. Just the... Oh my god, it's not. Let me just... 103. Fuck's sake. Can't believe I gotta write all this bullshit down, dude. I think cutting out the first outline square is one of, if not the most important step. Oh, yeah. You know, when the shit wants to be mined, right? Silly me. Shit. We'll have to trim all this back as well. So. It's all part of the same stupid bullshit. I'm just... Alright. We're basically there. I'm gonna... Sick. I can't do shit. Oh, awesome. It's the quickest I've killed a baby zombie ever. Good song. What is this called? Sutopolis, dude. Such a good song. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna go back home, sleep, and then probably end stream. The amount of mobs is insanity. I don't believe it, man. Holy shit. Well, that was something. At least we didn't die any of those times, but man, God, that's like... It is a chronic disease, much like when I played Subnautica, that I'm just in a constant state of being hungry. So... I don't know. It's pissing me off. I'll stop the music. Dude, it just keeps pissing me off, man. Shit, dude. Anyway. Alright. I'm going to end stream. So, probably stream tomorrow, like normal. I'm going to be continuing this build. I think... Yeah. I think it should be fine. This is going to take a lot of copper and a lot of patience from you guys and from me to make this happen. Because I think the clearing the land part won't be so bad. It might just like suck clearing it out and then making it look good after that. But I have confidence that it will look good eventually. It just might take a sec. Okay. It's all a work in progress. It's just about finding space. You know? And now that we know where it's going, it'll be easy. It's just we know where it's going, we know the spacing, we know everything. Now we just got to cut out the fucking space, really, and then make it look pretty, and then eventually we'll go back to the grind of getting copper. So, you know, just great. I'm also kind of thinking, what if I cut out the waiting time of oxidizing it and just place it as pure raw copper, or I just make it a copper farm within the build, because it's so massive you can fit probably lots of it in there, and then just kind of feed that farm as we build. Maybe there's a way to bring up the tick speed that might make that happen. I don't know. This world is clearly not a perfect, you know, I'm no saint. So, you know, when things go awry, I have a tendency to have extreme ways of fixing them. That being cheating. Anyway, I think we're going to try to at least make most of the copper authentically. It is an idea that I have where I might just steal it from creative, or I'll just do some mining off camera. I don't know. Just because it's going to be a tedious task. But then again, all tedious tasks can be paired with forensic files, and then it becomes content. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. Maybe that's what we'll do. That's gonna be the plan for now. I'm gonna stream tomorrow, probably around the same time, around 8ish. Yeah. So anyway, I will see y'all later. Bye bye.